We're under new lockdowns. New lockdowns, they gave us new lockdowns. New lockdowns, we're under new lockdowns. New lockdowns. What up, you bad mother truckers? Hope you're all doing well. What day is it? It is Monday, November 23rd, man. Hope you're all doing well. Man, if I could be, what could I be? If I wanted to be anything, I'd be like water, right? I'd be like water, because that's what Bruce Lee said, man. You gotta be like water, you gotta be malleable, you gotta be able to, adapt to your surroundings. And also like Rocky said, I think he said like, Adrian, doesn't matter how many punches you can throw, it's about how many punches you can take, because life's gonna keep you down, but it's all about the punches you can take. So you gotta get back up, try it all over again, and here we are, Monday, brand new attitude, let's get it started, man. What have I been up to? So many things. Let me just get a sip of this beautiful coffee that I made. Effing great, and loving it. Man, wouldn't it have been great if we could hibernate? Like, if we had the option, right? Times like this, I wouldn't want to miss out on life, but let's say you had the hibernation option, like a polar bear, dude. Set it and forget it. You can just come in and be like, you know what? Economy's on lockdown, nobody's doing jack shit. I'm just going to take a month, just, catch some Z's and come out well rested. I wish we had a hibernation button, but I guess we're kind of hibernating right now anyway, right? So you gotta enjoy the moment, live your life, man. I can't be any happier than right now, to be honest with you guys. Things are going well in my life, and it's just, you gotta be patient. You gotta be, and this week I know it's Thanksgiving down in the U.S., and you got to be thankful, man. You got to be thankful. I'm just, appreciating the little things in life. Appreciating the little things in life, man. And you got to take it day by day. You got to be grateful, and that's where I'm at. And you're seeing this t-shirt, you're like, what's this t-shirt Robbie's got on, man? Yeah. So this t-shirt, let me give you a little backstory to this, man. We all got to, like I said, we all got to be water, man. I believe I'm a little water droplet, it's like, why would you want to be like water, Rob? And water's got a lot of power, dude. Water's got a lot of power. Sometimes you're like, water's soft, and I'll tell you, man, water can break through many, many barriers, like, even rocks, man. Water can crack through rocks, little drop by drop, like, drop by drop over time. And, it'll fall, and it'll fall into a little pond, and that little pond will, lead to a little stream that'll, go through a river. And then next thing you know, we're all just together in the sea, and a few days after that, we're all just grouped together in an ocean of, water particles. And that's how we are, man. We're little water particles, or, droplets of energy, if you will. And together, if we can channel positivity, laughter, and joy, and creativity, maybe we can, harness some good stuff out in this world. We already are. We're doing great things despite the fact that there's a lot of nonsense going on. Doesn't matter, man. We're always going to keep good spirits and take it day by day and tackle the things that we can actually, take care of. I'm definitely concerned about global things, things going down in Hong Kong, things going down in Ethiopia, things going down in the Middle East, Europe, Africa, the US, Canada. Here we got our own issues. So I got to stay local. I got to start, doing things to change myself, and hopefully that will ripple out into my little social circle and my little community. And together, if we can just do little things, I think that'll, greatly impact society. So the reason why I made this t-shirt last year, like I said, I'm an independent dude. I don't like having a boss. I like working with people, but notion of having a boss as a grown man or a grown woman, it doesn't, I don't think anybody should have a boss. Like, you should have boss relations, you should have mentors, but I think certain notions need to be tackled, and that's one thing that has just taken a long time to change. So I decided to change it a couple of years ago and become my own boss, dude. Work for myself, have different hustles that I have on the side, so I can, continue making art form in whatever form it may be. I want to get into comedy, but, that takes participating with groups and people and being on stage and all that. I can't do that right now, so I'm hoping to make you guys laugh through these videos and also create my own little pieces that I'd like to contribute to the world, man. And I want to be my own independent person. So you're wondering, how's he going to make money? And maybe this will help you guys out, but I'm looking at different platforms right now, and one that I've been checking out and I'm getting started on is Patreon. It's a great platform for any sort of artist that wants to create content. I've started mine. It's not up for the public yet. I'm working on it. Things are moving slow, but it's basically they don't charge you anything up front. I think it's great. and if you start making revenue, they'll just charge you 5% off of that. So that's a platform that I'm researching and trying to get comfortable with, and as soon as I get it going for the public, I'll definitely make the announcement on Instagram and on YouTube, so you guys can go check it out. And thank you for all the diehards, man. I know a few of you guys out there have been watching these videos from day one. Thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot, man. I know we don't get to see each other in person or anything, but the fact that I know there's somebody out there listening to these videos, watching, it means a lot. It means that it's not just for nothing. So I really appreciate you guys out there, whoever you are. You know who you are. Love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'm a ride or die, man. If you stick with me, we're gonna be ride or die till the wheels come off. So the story behind this t-shirt is, last year I had kind of a moment in life, even prior to COVID. It was right before August, where I was just like, been doing things on my own, making a little bit of money. One of my side hustles was I was driving Uber for a little while, saved a little bit of money, and I'm like, you know what? I've been writing consistently, I've been painting consistently, I like to talk, I like to, be in front of people and, do some sort of public performance piece. I don't know exactly what shape or form it's going to be in, but trying to, make my own way. And one of those ways is you gotta fund yourself, right? Money doesn't just grow on trees, right? And I'd like to make my own merchandise so that I could, one day, step by step, I'm making my own brand, if you will, and I'm encouraging all you guys to do it as well out there, because at the end of the day, nothing beats being your own person, being your own boss, dictating your own hours, it's not easy work, it's not for everybody, but I do recommend giving it a try, especially at a time like this. This is the ideal situation, so take the leap of faith, believe in yourself, and you can get it, man, you can get it. So what I wanted to do is take one of my paintings, or a little sketch that I did. This was a little sketch that I did a few years back, and I'm like, what does it take to actually get a t-shirt printed? And I'm doing research online, I'm seeing if it's worthwhile. Should I be printing these at home? Should I be doing that at home myself? Should I go outsource it to somebody local? And did a bit of research, and somebody, actually a neighbor of mine, I guess I could call him a neighbor because they're very close by, Morningstar Printing, right at Yonge and Lawrence, they helped me out with these t-shirts. I didn't want to, get a mass, and I was on a budget. I gotta admit, I kind of went with a little bit, I don't want to say, just lower quality printing. They had a whole tier system, right? But I had to, mind my budget. I printed, I believe, 8 to 12, and I was heading to San Diego last year in August. I was visiting family members, and I haven't seen those guys in ages. I'm like, what kind of gift can I bring them? Maybe something that I've built or created partially, myself. So I printed these t-shirts, and took a bunch down there, gave them to family members as gifts when I visited San Diego. Lovely city, man. I'd love to come back. You guys rock. I had a 2-week stay in San Diego, man. Balboa Park is amazing, and so many things to see. I'm definitely coming back. And yeah, man, this is just a little story, but I'm not happy with this t-shirt in terms of wanting to, give it away to the public or have it up for sale for public. And you're like, why Buddha? This was, back in the day when I was younger, I've read about different world religions, and Buddha was kind of an interesting cat, man. Buddha was an interesting cat. The reason why I liked Buddha was because he was kind of a regular person, right? He was a prince, not a regular person, but a prince, but he lived in a mansion, and, people were just, feeding him grapes or fanning him with feathers, and he just wanted to get out of that life for a second, and he stepped out. He was married and had a baby, by the way. One day he steps out of his castle and he's walking down the street, and he's lived a lavish lifestyle of just being pampered and taken care of all the time. So he's seeing all these sick people on the street, he's seeing all the homeless people, and he's like, ugh, what is this? To his homies who are escorting him, I guess, because he's never seen that before. He's like, what the hell is wrong with these dudes? Not feeling well, not looking, and somebody had to tell him, yo, Buddha, this is what happens to regular people, man. People that don't have all the amenities, all the securities that you have. People fall to sickness, to all sorts of sickness, whether it's mental health, physical ailments, or financial ailments. We're all susceptible to these things. So he was just like, mind blown, right? So he went back home, had a chat with the wifey. He's like, sweetheart, I'm just going to go for a pack of smokes outside and I'll be right back. So, he dipped out for a quick second, went to grab a pack of smokes, sat under a tree, and started meditating and thinking about life, and that all helped him become enlightened. So the reason why I like Buddha is because he started off, up until the age of 33, if you read the life of Buddha, he was an imperfect man. He was, partying around, having a ball until the point where he saw the real things out in the real world, and it just, opened up his eyes, and so he had to realign his worldview. That's why I like Buddha. But if I had to pick one historical religious figure, I'm not a religious person, never been, but if I had to pick somebody to hang out with on a regular basis, my man would have to be Jesus Christ, dude. I chill with Jesus Christ. I'll probably roll an L, pour him a little bit of wine, and we just chill, talk, shoot the shit, and have some fun. I definitely think we'd get along just fine, man. I'm a fan of Jesus. And Jesus was a bad boy, dude. Jesus was a bad boy. He was always rebelling, doing his thing. He was an artist, dude. He was an artist, working with his hands, making things out of wood. And they try to keep him down, man, but, rest in peace. He came back, BRB. He actually had the first BRB, dude. Jesus Christ had the first BRB. They put him up on the cross, and he's like, you can do whatever, man. I'll be back in like 3 days. So he BRB'd and came back better than ever before, kicking butt, taking care of the people. So that's why I like chilling with Jesus Christ. If I get a chance to interview a spiritual figure, it would have to be Jesus. Then I chill with Buddha as well, of course, but those two are my top favorites. Buddhism is a little bit passive for my taste, to be honest with you. That's why I learned a lot from reading about Buddhist traditions. I'm not an expert by any means. It was just a little bit too passive for my liking. I learned a lot about, how to look at life, and again, be able to adapt to new circumstances. It helped a lot, but, to each their own. And this was the the result that came out of it. And it feels good to actually go from an idea to grabbing a pen and paper, sketching something or writing something, and then going and making that into like a physical manifestation. That gives you something else. It's an additional feeling, and it helped me feel really great about myself because I'm actually now creating stuff. This was a baby step. This was just for me, a few family members that I gifted, but what I'm doing right now, like I said, I'm working on different projects. I do want to be funding my own little shows that I'm putting on for you guys. I want to come here, make you guys laugh, and I want to give a lot of love away, man. We all need a lot of love and patience and just, helping each other out, really. Helping each other out, and grassroots is where it's at. So I'm just going to keep it short for now. I may drop in later in the evening. I don't know, but if not, I'll definitely be seeing you guys on Wednesday and or Friday. But that's the thing, man. We keep it loosey-goosey around here, and we just flow. We flow with the punches, right? So it doesn't matter how many punches you can throw. It's about how many punches you can take. Yo, Adrian. You know what I'm saying? So go get it done out there. Love you guys. Thank you guys for coming in and checking these videos out. I'll talk to y'all very soon. Have a lovely day. Peace out.